this is Hari Krishna. Welcome back. In this video, we discuss about paid sample t-test. If x1, y1, x2, y2 and so on xn, yn with the points of sample data before and after the experiment in the trial concern, we apply the paid t-test to examine the significance difference of the two situations. In this method, we evaluate differences. Let di equals to xi minus yi or yi minus xi for I equals to 1 to n. Now the null hypothesis H0 says that mu1 equals to mu2, that is, there is no significant difference between two means. And the alternate hypothesis says that H1 equals to mu1 not equal to mu2, that is the complement of null hypothesis. There is a significant difference between means. The test statistic for n-paired observations by taking the differences d1, d2 and so on dn of the paired data, t equals to d bar minus mu divided by s divided by root n, that equals to d bar divided by s divided by root n, where mean mu equals to 0, where d bar is the mean of the differences, that is 1 by n into summation di, and s square equals to 1 by n minus 1 into summation di minus d bar whole square. These are the mean and variance of the differences. Now take a problem. 10 workers were given a training program with a view to study their assembly time for a certain mechanism. The results of the time and motion students before and after the training program are given below. Given workers 1 to 10, xi values, yi values, where xi is the time taken for assembling before training, yi is the time taken for assembling after training. Test whether there is any significant difference in assembly times before and after training. Now coming to the solution of this problem. Given size of the sample n equals to 10, let mu be the mean of the population of differences. Now evaluating the differences, DAs are 1, 2, minus 1, 7, 1, minus 4, 4, 3, minus 1, 2, where di is either xi minus yi or yi minus xi. Mean of the differences is d bar equals to 1 by n into summation di. The sum of all these values 14 divided by count n is 10, that gives 1.4. Variance s square equals to 1 by n minus 1 into summation di minus d bar whole square, that equals to 1 by 9 into, now evaluating the squares of the differences, that gives 9.155, implies standard deviation s equals to square root of the variance, that gives 3.026. Now the testing hypothesis is null hypothesis H0 equals to mu1 equals to mu2. That is, training is not useful. There is no difference before and after training. Alternate hypothesis says that there is a difference, that is, training is useful in assembly time. Level of significance is not given, so we assume alpha equals to 0.05. Test statistic tcal equals to d bar minus mu divided by s divided by root n, where d bar is 1.4 divided by s 3.026 divided by root n, that gives 1.46. The tabulated value for the given level of significance alpha equals to 0.05 with degree of freedom v equals to n minus 1, that equals to 9. From the t distribution table, we can obtain t tab equals to 1.833. Now if you observe t cal 1.46, t tab 1.833. From these two values we can observe that clearly t cal is less than t tab. Therefore the null hypothesis has to be accepted at the given level of significance. That is, there is no significant difference in assembly time before and after training. that is training is not useful. So this is the problem. So we have different problems for practice. In the next video, we will continue.